The key to the success of this fund, I think, is that not only did they bring great business private equity experience, but they were able to translate that into the social context because of the partnership with CAM. And this is a key point that's come up in our discussions with people in the social sector, is that if you're going to be high engagement, it's very, very important that the advice you're giving is good advice and you're not just meddling. Language Online was started by us as a non-profit, and what it did was provided simultaneous translation over the telephone. And it was set up explicitly for the health service, where we had a lot of immigrants who didn't speak English, and the doctors just couldn't talk to them. So the doctor could, on their phone, call up the translator, and then communicate 3 ways with the patient. I think that's because in the past the model has been, let's take a business way of doing things, private equity model, and apply it in the social sector. The expertise and the insights all come from the business world. And what has sometimes been lost is the expertise that's already there in the social sector and the public sector. In terms of what we do, this chart hasn't quite come out as it should have done. About half our portfolio is what you might expect from venture philanthropy, i.e. a social entrepreneur has come to us and we are supporting them with money and non-financial means. The other half are startups that we are doing ourselves with no entrepreneur involved, because we've been able to identify a clear area of need, we've found a great idea to fill it, and we are planning and building the organisation with the aim to recruit in the right entrepreneur and management team to run it at the appropriate stage. And the feature of many social ventures is that it's not just the business skills that are important, it's also political skills, policy understanding, etc. Particularly if you're going to do something innovative. We're personally not interested in third sector organisations that are trying to reinvent the wheel, doing things on a very small scale that will never be able to be scaled up. In the business world, you're doing startups, the first phase of a new venture tends to be funded by the entrepreneur themselves, from their savings, taking out loans, or borrowing from friends and family. You can't do that to the same extent in the social sector because that social entrepreneur is unlikely to benefit the same way that a real entrepreneur would if their company is very successful, they have a huge shareholding, they can cash out, go and retire at 35 and live on proceeds. That doesn't happen in the social sector. So there's much less money going to that early stage, much harder.